Welcome back to the PhET simulation. So in the previous simulation, we measured the amount of carbon-14 in a tree. We're now going to do uranium. So I'm going to select uranium-238. So we're going to measure this radioactive isotope in the tree here. So remember, the first thing I do is I plant the tree. And as soon as I plant the tree, you want to monitor the percent of the isotope, either using the graph here or using the white box above probe type, which shows you the percent of radioactive isotopes. Now, for this simulation, you're going to consider these questions. What happens when we try to measure the amount of uranium-238 in the tree? And do you think we can use uranium to measure the age of a tree? So for that last question, we'll talk about that just to clarify at the end of the simulation. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to plant the tree. Take a look at how much uranium-238 we have in the tree. So take a look at the amount of uranium-238. Okay, the tree has died. Take a look at the amount now. So what's happened? What happened when we're trying to measure the amount of uranium-238 in the tree? Like, what's going on here? Okay, so that's the first question that you want to consider. What's happening when we try to measure the amount of uranium-238? The second question is, do you think we can use uranium to measure the age of the tree? Now, the reason why I asked that question is because, remember, with radiometric dating, we use radioactive isotopes to determine the age of the object. And I'm going to go back into the slides that we had for today. So remember, back in the slides, we talked about the amount of radioactive isotope decreases over time because the radioactive isotope is decaying. And the less radioactive isotope you have, the older the sample, right? So we need to know how much radioactive isotope we have in order to determine how old the sample is, how old the rock, the tree, the bone, whatever. Now, does this have any uranium in it? So based on that answer, do you think we can use uranium? We need to know the amount of uranium. Do you think we can use it to measure the age of this tree? All right, that's it for this simulation. This can go on forever. This number is not going to change. It's already been 7,000 years. So in the next simulation, we're going to now switch to the second object, which is a rock, and we're going to again go carbon-14 and uranium. All right, folks, have a quality day.